Janice Russell, and here we are, Thanksgiving Day, and we are heading into a crazy season. So I have a question for you. Do you want to host lots of parties, out-decorate the neighbors, buy enough gifts to fill several vans, be stressed and exhausted? So in order to make the next few weeks a little bit easier on you, I'm going to give you a few suggestions in this video and future videos of things that you can do. Now today we're going to talk just a tiny bit about some higher level ideas, such as, first of all, reevaluating some habits. So, what have you always done during the holiday season that you really don't enjoy? Look at the calendar before you say yes to anything. And just because something has always been done doesn't mean that it needs to continue being done. So think of those three things first and reevaluate your habits as we go into this holiday season. Another thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to exercise your right to choose. Again, think about those first sets of questions, and now we're going to go into these of which holiday tasks and activities have the most meaning for you and your family, because those are the ones you're going to want to say yes to. Other ones you may want to say no to. You do have the right to choose. The other thing is, what are the fewest number of tasks or activities that you can do which will fulfill your goals and expectations during this holiday season? Again, you're going to take some of those that maybe in the past you've said yes to, and this time you're going to say no. Now, one thing, and I know it's going to be hard for some of you, but you can do this, believe me you can, you're going to have to set some strong boundaries. First of all, for this holiday season, you may want to set some individual and family goals. Again, if you want to have time for yourself as well as time with family and friends, if you want to have those meaningful traditions, you're going to have to set some goals to make sure that you're saying no to other things that fall outside of those goals. Now, one thing I know that you are going to have to do, and I know it's going to be tough, but if you're going to say no, if you're going to change some things that have always been done, you're going to need to overcome some of your own internal clutter. Some of those voices that tell you that, oh, I have to do this, or I have to get gifts for these 25 people, or I have to host a party that has 100 of my closest and dearest friends. The first thing you're going to want to think about is to train your mind to enjoy the activities of the season. Don't think of them as things to be done and then move on. Think of them as activities like getting together with family and friends that maybe you don't see very often, and try to enjoy those moments rather than thinking, okay, I have to put in 10 minutes at this party and then head to the next one. So think about things that will help you to enjoy the activities of the season. The other big thing is to aim for excellence instead of perfection. Or maybe in some cases, you want to just aim for good enough rather than for perfection, because sometimes good enough is truly good enough. And last, as we're sitting here at the beginning and on the cusp of the holiday season, not only do we have to take care of that internal clutter, we do have to conquer that external clutter. So let me give you a couple of examples. First of all, there are some maintenance things that have to be done, okay? I know it's the holiday season, but you still need to process the mail and pay the bills and do some of those things that if you put them off, there are going to be some consequences. So you definitely want to maintain things that need to be maintained. At the same time, divert. You can divert things such as new tasks. Someone wants you to start something new. Now is not the time. Wait until January. Maybe there are some activities that you regularly already do that can be diverted until some future time. The last thing to help conquer some of that stuff coming in from the outside, that external clutter, is to delegate. And some of you are saying, I don't have anybody to delegate, I don't know how to delegate. Again, we're going to talk about more of that later. I just wanted you to get a little preview of some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about in the upcoming videos, because I want you to feel like these holidays that are coming up are more relaxing and restful, and that you don't get to the end and you're just happy it's all over and ready to move on into the new year. So let's work together to see what we can do to get your holidays organized so that they are less stressful.